Hey folks, this is Josiah. I wanted to bring you a super fast channel update again. Just talk about what's been going on the last few days and sort of follow up on the stuff that I mentioned in the last channel update as far as my plans for the near future. So I've been working on BioShock. That's been going good. The only problem has been that the sound volume has been really screwy with the game. I turned it up to maximum for the in-game volume and it's still been really, really low. So people have not been able to hear the audio logs and like the radio messages very good, if at all. And I've really been unhappy about that. And I've been trying to mess with stuff and getting to work, but I couldn't figure anything out. So I was just going ahead, and like the first 72 videos were done with the crappy sound volume. So I'm really sorry about that. If you've been watching that playthrough and you are not able to hear the audio logs and the people talking and stuff, I'm really sorry. I wish it hadn't been that way, but nothing I can do about that part for now. And the other thing that I was going to do was start doing another video. I actually went back, played that one mission in Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Milwaukee Junction, as I'd been asked to in the shooting people mode, and I rescued the hostages. It's not really a spoiler alert because it's the first mission in the game, so it's not, Anyway, so I did that again, recorded it, it's uploaded, and you can enjoy that. And I'm willing to do any other little bits of Deus Ex if you want to see me do another little mission in there, again, in the killing style rather than the sneaking and non-lethal style. Let me know in the comments for one of those videos or something, and I'll see if I can get another piece like that done, if anybody wants me to. Deus Ex Human Revolution DLC, The Missing Link, I will be starting here in the next couple of days. So look for those videos tomorrow night or the next night at the latest probably. Those will start up. Of course, going to keep going on BioShock, and I have good news about the BioShock that's related to the sound thing I was talking about in the beginning, but I'll come back to that in just a second because it ties into this other topic that I wanted to mention, which was the second game that I wanted to do. So I looked at what people wanted on the comments of my last update, where I asked for people to give suggestions for games they wanted me to play, and a couple things stood out as things I want to do right away. One was Metro 2033. So I'm definitely going to do that as the next shooter that I do, but I don't want to do it at the same time as BioShock. I don't want to do two shooters at once. So basically, when I'm done with BioShock, I'll start on Metro 2033. I actually already own it. I bought it on Steam sale a while back, so I've just been waiting to play it. So I will do that one probably alongside Skyrim as a second game once BioShock is done. The other thing is I wanted to do a point-and-click adventure or two. I've been wanting to try those out for a while. Haven't played any point-and-click adventures since I was a little kid, since the old days of the really primitive ones. And I know that a lot of Let's Players like doing those, and a lot of people like to watch those. Some of my current viewers, some of you might not like that sort of thing. It might not be the kind of game you actually want to see. If so, feel free to just not watch them or whatever. But I think some people would really like seeing them. I've looked into a lot of different ones, trying to find one or two adventure games of that style that I actually really wanted to play and Let's Play. And I came across a couple. One was one called Gemini Rue, which is an indie game that came out not too long ago. I tried it out. I mean, like testing, I always test to see if the sound is okay and the recording works and stuff. And it doesn't work with Fraps at all. It literally does not work with Fraps. So I'm not going to do that one, or at least not right away. Maybe someday I'll decide I want to do it, and I look into getting a whole different recording program and going through a bunch of nonsense. But for now, that one's off the table. But the one I really wanted to do first was a brand new one that just came out called Book of Unwritten Tales. And this is a German game that's been out in Germany for quite some time, but we've been waiting forever and ever and ever for the English release. And it's finally out. Just came out, and I was really excited about getting into it because I got the little demo of it, and I played about 15-20 minutes of the demo, which takes place in the middle of the game. And the demo is actually much longer than that, but I only played a little bit of it just to see if I really would like it, so I didn't spoil too much of it for myself for my real playthrough. And it was really fun and entertaining and funny, has really pretty graphics, and it just seems like it'd be a really good game to do as my first point-and-click adventure type game to Let's Play. So I got the game. It's brand new. I was looking on YouTube every day to see, because nobody up to this point, nobody had up to 2 or 3 days ago, nobody had ever because it was brand new in the English version, had ever done a Let's Play of this on YouTube, the English version, not the demo, the full English version. There was none on all of YouTube. So I was really excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this on there. I'm going to be able to say, you know, hey, this is the first, this is the original, this is the only one of this game in English Let's Played on YouTube. Here you go, world exclusive or whatever, right? Like I was all excited, I'm going to do that, blah, blah, blah. So I got it a couple days ago. I go to, you know, test it out and make sure the sound works and stuff to start recording that, and Fraps would not record the sound of the game. It just wouldn't work. I could get it to record my mic. I couldn't get it to record the game sound. So I started messing with it and changing settings and messing around for literally hours. I spent 3 hours the first time trying to get this to work. Could not get it to work. I figured out a workaround where I could get it to record the game sound, but then I couldn't record my mic. And then I messed around with all this different stuff. I'm looking stuff up online. Oh God, it was horrible. I was so frustrated, and I was getting more and more frustrated by this because I just wanted to do this Let's Play, and I was excited about it, and I couldn't get it to work. And every other game, you know, no problem. I had just done a certain thing like every time, and it had always worked. And this time, wouldn't work. Trying all this stuff, messing with all these settings. God, it was horrible. Couldn't get it to work. So I got really demoralized, and I'm like, well, I guess screw it. I'm just not going to do this. And that's actually when I decided, well, now I'll just try Gemini Rue instead. And then I found out that didn't work with Fraps, and I was like, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. I want to do these adventures games, and they won't work, and they're too hard to record. Shit, you know. So I was upset. Anyway, so off and on for 3 days now, I've been trying, going back and looking stuff up and messing with little things and trying to get this to work. And as a happy side effect of that, this gets back to the original topic of the sound in BioShock. As a happy side effect of that, somehow while I was testing a bunch of stuff and testing other games to see if other games worked with the settings that I had, you know, set up or whatever, I figured out how to get the sound to work perfect in BioShock. So good news, yay! After part 72 of that series, you will actually be able to hear the good in-game sound at a nice loud volume and be able to hear all the radio and speech really clearly and everything, because I figured out that all I had to do to get that to work was shut off EAX enabling in my sound cards settings. For some reason, EAX being on fucked up the sound in BioShock. So now I've disabled that, and BioShock works awesome. So future BioShock videos are going to be sounding much better, so that's really good news. Happy accident. Anyway, the best news, though, is just now this morning, I got up and I'm like, I'm going to mess with it some more. I have a crazy idea. So finally, I have this thing rigged up where I'm like using like my real sound card for some stuff and for my mic and everything, and I'm using my onboard like crappy sound thing that came with the motherboard, like, and I don't know, I've got it all rigged up, like, and it works. It finally works for Book of Unwritten Tales. I can go in there, I've tested it, I can record it, the game sound is loud and clear and sounds good, my mic is loud and clear and sounds good. It's amazing. It only took like 6 or 7 hours of combined effort to get that to finally happen. So I'm going to start recording that right away today, as well as recording a little more BioShock for you. And then again in the next day or two, I'll start recording the Missing Link DLC for Deus Ex also. So that's the stuff you'll see coming up here in the next few days. Sadly though, and this is very disappointing, a couple of other people have started uploading playthrough of that game, Book of Unwritten Tales. So I'm actually pretty sad about that. So now it is no longer the first, it is no longer the only. There's like 2 or 3 people now who have a few parts of the full English version of that game up as Let's Plays. So mine, I will no longer be able to say, this is the only one, this is the first one. Now it's just, you know, I'm just another Johnny-come-lately with my Let's Play after the fact. So, kind of sad about that. I was actually ready to go. I was going to beat everyone. I was going to be first to do that game. And stupid sound problems, couldn't get it to work. So anyway, but it's going to be coming. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing Deus Ex DLC and BioShock. And then once BioShock is done, Metro 2033. And of course, Skyrim, when it comes out on the 11th. I realistically probably won't even start recording footage of it until the following Monday, so I'll actually be like 2 or 3 days behind everyone else that's doing Let's Plays of Skyrim, sadly. But whatever, you know, I'll be doing lots and lots of Skyrim, and then doing this adventure game and the Metro 2033 on the side, and then we'll see, you know, we'll go from there with whatever other projects come up after some of those games are done. But I just wanted to drop in real fast, give you a quick update on what's going on, tell this story about my crazy sound problems and why I hadn't started doing a second game yet, and what I was going to do, and all that stuff. So that's it. That's all I really had to tell you. Thank you very much for watching my channel. I really appreciate everybody who's been watching, leaving comments. Again, thank you. Hope you enjoy what I'm doing. I think I have some cool stuff coming up, so stay tuned and watch, and we'll have some fun. Thanks again. This is Josiah. Take it easy.